Okay, round number 4. So let's just recap. So we've looked at Virtua Racing, which I've said before is a bit of a cheat because it was already in 3D. So a 3D remake of an already 3D arcade game, that's kind of cheating. But still, I really enjoyed it. That's a very, very, very good version of Virtua Racing. Then we looked at Bonanza Brothers, which was utterly pointless because A, it wasn't in 3D, so it's a 2D remake of a 2D game, but also it's a 2D remake of a not very good 2D game. So kind of not doing very well so far. Then we looked at Space Harrier, which I can understand why people wouldn't like, but I thought it was very interesting. I like the additions they made to the game. I think it's very good. Is it better than the original? Well, it's up to you, but I genuinely enjoyed playing that game. I thought it was incredibly fun to play. The problem I've got now is that the game that I'm about to look at, which is on this 3D Sega 3D Ages, you're either going to be not fussed, or it's going to be absolute heresy. Let's look at Outrun. Why am I looking at the MegaDrive version and not the arcade version? Put plainly, Outrun was an incredibly popular arcade machine. There was a sit-down cab, there was a stand-up cab, there was like a small cocktail cab. I do have the arcade version of Outrun on here right now. So why the hell am I looking at Mega Drive game? This game was ported to pretty much everything at the time. In the UK, it was ported to all of the home microcomputers. So there was a Spectrum, there was an Amstrad port, there was an Amiga port, an ST port, there was everything. So why the Mega Drive? Well, it's the one I'm most familiar with, and B, I am terrible at Outrun. Like, really, really bad at Outrun. So if I do completely, like, as I'm expecting to do, terribly at this game, I'll blame it on the version. But no, I mean, seriously, this is the version I'm most familiar with. I played Outrun on the Mega Drive the most. So, yeah, I'm just more familiar with this than the arcade machine. Let's keep everything as it is right now. Let's just hit start and go. Magical sound shower or splash wave? Let's go magical sound shower.
Get ready.
Okay. Outrun, super simple. You are here, you need to be there. Step on it. You're against the clock, and at certain points of the game, you will be told that the road is splitting left and right. If you go to the left, it's the easy route. If you go to the right, it's the harder route. So if you're a hardcore Outrun player, you pick all of the right-hand routes. If you're like me, you pick all the left-hand routes. I am picking all the left-hand routes on this run because I don't know what the PS2 game is like. And if the PS2 game is brutally difficult, I want to make sure that it's at least consistent between the two, so we see at least the same things. You have one control, well, really two controls. You have brake, accelerate, and gear change. You can go low and high gears, and what you're supposed to do is whack it into low gear when you go around a corner. You're not really supposed to brake. Like, braking is not the way to do it. However, I am not that good, so I am constantly forgetting to change gear. Like, not just now, right, here we go, is the left-hand fork. There we go. So I'm constantly forgetting to change gears, for a start, and constantly bashing into things. Because they will naturally magnetize towards you. Alright, let's whack it back into low, wait for the rev count to go up, then go into high. Not difficult to comprehend, but incredibly difficult to execute if you're someone like me. I have never, even on the Amiga or the Atari ST or anything like that, I have never been good at Outrun. Like, poor across the board. Alright, here we go. Rev it up. I'll give it a couple of tries here, but I'm really looking forward to the 3D remake. Hopefully it's easier. And I mean, if Space Harrier is anything to go by, like, add some more stuff. Like, I love the things they added in Space Harrier, like the power wave and the lock-on things from Panzer Dragoon. Like, it would be really interesting if they added like new crazy stuff to Outrun, not just like more courses, even though I would assume that would be where you start. But what if they did like swap the drivers around, so like she's driving, like that would be cool. At least that's something. Yeah, I mean that's pretty standard for me. All right, let's try that one more time. Maybe knock it down into easy. Like, is that bad? Not super easy. Let's knock it down into easy. Okay. Yes. And this time I will go Splash Wave. Yeah. Which, coincidentally, is the intro music for that Sega Classics 3D Ages PS2 remake. This is the main menu music. Oh, so what else was this released on? It was released on the Master System, I believe, and I think that was it for Sega console. There might be a Game Gear port of this. I'd be very surprised if there wasn't. I mean, Game Gear seemed really suited to this, to be honest. I know there was a Power Drive game and a couple of Sonic racing games, so maybe that took precedent. I'm in the wrong gear. See what I mean? What was I saying? Yeah, so then there were two sequels. There was a game called Outrunners, which I believe was sourced out. I don't believe that was a Sega joint. And Outrun 2099, 2097, something like that. Neither of which are very good. They're both pretty... Actually, they're both pretty shockingly bad. Outrun was like a one-hit wonder, should we say, for the longest time, until the 3D remakes came around. So you had Outrun 2006, Outrun Coast to Coast, which very much sort of played on the Ridge Racer mechanics. Like Outrun Coast to Coast, the PSP version actually is very, very good. So yeah, I'm hoping that if anything, that the Sega Ages remake is like a stepping stone between this and those PSP games, the Outrun Coast to Coast games on Outrun 2006. Probably not. It's a budget title. It's on the PS2. Not shovelware, but it doesn't have the love that, say, oh, I'm in the wrong gear again. That, say, some of the other PS2 driving games did. But there you go. I mean, hopefully it's good. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's good. I mean, I can't be any worse at it than this. I am, like I said, abysmal at Outrun. And again, I'm playing the MegaDrive version because this is the one I played. Like, this is the version that I played the most. Out of everything else, this is the one. I understand it's not as good as the arcade by a country mile. But like I said, I mean, familiarity, innit? It's been a while since I played it, but this is the one that I played the most. Right, let's go down the left-hand side. Come on. There we go. I'm going to run out of time because I'm just hitting... Yeah, there you go. I'm terrible at Outrun. Oh, I'm on the easy and I'm taking the easiest route and I still can't do it. I mean, Godspeed to anyone that's great at Outrun, but that guy, not me. Alright, cool. So, I'm going to put in my name as Right. Let's have a look. Please let the PS2 version be the version of Outrun that I want. I mean, because if I have to pick any version of Outrun to play today, it's going to be the PSP version of Coast to Coast. So yeah, hopefully I've got a nice PS2 version of Outrun. Never know. Let's have a look. Okay, no mucking about. Let's get straight in. Outrun. Sega 3D Ages 2500 series. The Outrun sequels, not good. So we're really aiming to beat them. Outrun was so good. Outrun... Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, that's 3D. Those are 3D models. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, this is properly 3D. Okay, let's see what kind of options we've got in here. Press start button. Okay. Wow, okay, so we've got an arrange mode. What's an arrange mode? Face off with rivals and partners. Interesting. Options, ranking, time attack, and arcade. Arcade's the one we're going to look at, but let's have a quick look at arrange. Okay, splash wave, magical sound shower. Oh, and we've got new versions of. Huh. So this is the one that's... Hang on, where's... It's not playing them, though. Okay, let's listen to the arranged ones. That should be the one that's playing on the intro. Yeah, it is. There you go.
Get ready.
So they've just taken it out of this and just put it onto the intro of the collection. Okay. Okay, X is go. Oh, rivals. Okay. So what is this, like a Chase XQ? Chase HQ kind of thing? Okay. It looks alright. I'll be honest, it looks alright. Let's slam it into a tree, find out what it looks like. Oh, man. Oh, man. Brutal. Okay. Now we've cleared that up. Yeah, so it looks like it's the main game, but we're facing off against other drivers. That's what that looks like. I could be wrong, but let's find out. The thing we're here to see, how good does it face off against the MegaDrive version? Looking at it, this just looks like the standard thing. All right, let's put in the arrange soundtrack. Yeah, let's put in the magical sound shower arrange. Where is it? There we go. Let's see what that sounds like.
Get ready.
Okay, let's just go. We'll go exactly the same route as last time. Okay, so L1 is the... There you go, L1 are the gears. I mean, it is a 3D version of Outrun. I don't know what else to say. What else was I expecting, really? It looks like Outrun. It plays kind of the same. It's a little... Okay, so it's a little weird. You do... Because it's not sprite work anymore, you do realise that the car is just strafing. And I can... Whoa! I can use the analog stick, and the analog stick is way more sensitive. Okay. I think the analog stick is mimicking a wheel. Huh. So with the digital pad, it's kind of like like the digital pad feels like moving the stick a little bit, whereas the stick feels like... Oh, I'm in the wrong gear. The stick feels like turning a wheel all the way. Like I've got varying degrees of movement. Oh, no. There we go. I've got varying degrees of movement. I want to use the stick, basically. You know what? What the heck? I'm bad, but I'm not that bad. Are you kidding me? Alright, let's do that again. Ay. That was embarrassing. Yeah, sure. That was terrible. That was actually genuinely embarrassing. Have I got an option for clear mode, gear mode, manual? There we go. If I go automatic, there we go. That's going to make the game easier for me. Game mode international, Japanese. Interesting. Sound test, cornering, middle, dull, sharp. I don't know what any of this is. Let's turn it to sharp, I guess. Interesting. Vibration on, yeah. Time limit 75. Oh, you can just... Okay. Game limit... Okay, alright. So you can make it easier and harder. But is that in the arrange mode, or is that just in normal mode? I'm assuming that would have changed the arrange mode options. No. Okay. Just seems to change the standard mode. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the... yeah, let's go back to the same music.
Get ready.
Alright, let's try it again, but this time with automatic gears. And sharper, what did it say? Sharp, dull, and middle? Which is very whoa, okay, yeah, this is twitchy as hell. Okay. Oh, you need the slightest touch on this wheel. I'm barely moving it. Whoa, okay, yeah, this corner's way more arcadey now. I'm just throwing it into corners. There we go. Oh, this actually feels way better. Don't hit the cops. There you go. Excuse me, officer, coming through. This doesn't feel that bad, actually. Now that you've sort of like tweaked the controls, it actually feels pretty good. Oh, get past the big lorry. There, whoa! Oh, boy, that was. Oh, no, I don't want the girlfriend to shout at me. I want to keep my my girlfriend sweet. Right, here we go. So I'm gonna go left. Avoid the cops. Get off the thing. There we go. Yeah, this is actually super crazy on the oh, what do you call it? The turn-in now. It actually feels like I've upped it a little bit too much, but it's way more. Oh, I am in there. Yep. That was on me. That was me not finding the brake button. And it's 3D. I mean, the backgrounds, they're clearly sprites. But the car is 3D, the girlfriend is 3D, the passers-by, the other cars, all 3D. The road itself seems like a come on, like a texture mapped rolling 3D thing. It doesn't feel like it's. Oh man, she's mad. What are you doing? I'm busy looking at the background, sweetheart. I'm not paying attention to the road. I'm still terrible at Outrun, it turns out. I'm still very, very bad at this game. But whatever, I'm having fun. I'm having more fun than my digital girlfriend there, who is not having a good time. Alright, I'll have one more go. Let's try it in arrange mode. Let's see what arrange mode is. I know that's kind of breaking the oh, I'm 16th. Okay. 16th out of 25. Sure. Feel sorry to the 9 people below me. What, 8 people below me? Alright, yeah, let's look at arrange mode. Let's see what difference that makes. Let's go Splash Wave Arrange. Yeah. Not that it makes much difference. I really don't care for. I mean, there are obviously, like I said before, huge battle lines drawn about what music is best, but I'm really not bothered. Right, so I've got to beat that rival and get through the time gate, I guess? The checkpoints? Time gates. Like it's Stargate. Okay, so where am I? Whoa! That's a shrub, dude. Come on. A Ferrari or non-license infringing sports car would have just mowed that thing down. It definitely wouldn't have thrown me and my my girlfriend to the moon. Oh yeah, this feels way better. Yep, this feels way better. I mean, it's no Virtua Racing, and Virtua Racing is obviously in this package as well. I would highly recommend Virtua Racing over this. But it's not bad. It is. Oh man. It's weird. It's like. It clearly doesn't feel the same as the MegaDrive version. But, again, it's like. So Virtua Racing felt good. Space Harrier felt good. This feels odd. There's no other way to explain it. This just feels a bit odd. I think it's got that Ridge Racer thing where you're kind of like magnetically stuck to the track. And... oh, that was abysmal. Like you're magnetically stuck to the track. Whoa, hello. Okay. Alright. Sure. Now I'm more interested, and I need to be better at that because I want to see what that does. Let's just do that again. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. So, yeah, it feels weird. It's got that Ridge Racer thing of like, in Ridge Racer games, the car is like magnetically sealed to the track, a bit like a Scalextric. Like, have you ever played Scalextric, where it's like a slot car toy? Ridge Racer always felt to me like one of those. This kind of feels like Ridge Racer, but yeah, it's very... Ridge Racer on the PSP is the closest thing I can think that this feels like. Like, if you've ever played that, this is what this kind of feels like, but way faster. Alright, let's concentrate. Actually talking and doing this is hard, because I'm not good at it to begin with, and talking about Ridge Racer on the PSP while driving, and I don't have my glasses on, and I'm very tired. You know, all the excuses coming out. Yeah, just if I paid attention, I might be able to do a little bit better than I've been doing. Alright, here we go. Now this is where the road splits, right? Yes, so I'm going to take the left-hand road again. Keep it easy. Keep it on the easy side. Okay, alright. This is the arrange mode. It's clearly a completely new game, I guess. Oh, new rival. And I've got to beat him to the check play, or is that the same rival? The checkpoint, or is that the same rival? What happened to the world on the left-hand side over there? That was a bit weird. But okay. Also, I'm nowhere near as fast as that guy. Okay. And the music's there. It's that. I mean, it's got the original music in there as well from the arcade. Come on. There are so many ways to play Outrun as well. It's on everything. Every single time you pick up a compilation, if you've ever played Shenmue, like, it's everywhere you can play Outrun. Why would you choose to play it in a weird 3D game on a PS2 of all things? Did Outrun not? But yeah, it did. The MegaDrive collection. There's multiple MegaDrive collections on the PS2. So why choose this? That's what I can't figure out. Come on, man. Really? Okay. Well, I'm going to call that there. That's Outrun. It's interesting. I drove my definitely not Ferrari, but 3D nonetheless, car all the way. I just wish I was better at Outrun. I mean, I could probably get better, but it would take time. More time than I've got. Oh, I ranked up. I'm 15. Yay. More time than I've got to get good at Outrun. But like I say, I played a lot of it on the Mega Drive. Never played it in the arcade, but played a lot of it on the Mega Drive. Liked it. Did not like the sequels. Outrun 20 whatever, and yeah, Outrun whatever the other sequel was. Not good, not fun. This is actually not bad. Like, it's not as good as the original. Granted, it's nowhere near as good as the original. The original is just... it feels better than this. This feels weird, and I think that's the difference between something like this and something like Space Harrier. Like, Space Harrier felt good. Virtua Racing felt good. This doesn't. This feels... it doesn't feel bad, necessarily. It just feels weird. It doesn't feel like you're in control of the car. If the car was just sliding down a hill, and... you know what I mean? You kind of could lean in a direction and slide it like a toboggan. That's kind of what this feels like. It doesn't feel like you're in as much control as you were in the previous game. And then obviously, like, the later editions, the actual 3D Outrun games, like Outrun Coast to Coast, was so good that this is kind of redundant. Like, this is kind of a weird middle step, which doesn't really need to exist. Would I suggest playing it? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, it's Outrun. Like... it's got great music, and, you know, it's a bit of a challenge, clearly, because I'm terrible at it. But would I recommend it over, like, let's rank the games so far. So you've got, I keep saying Virtua Racing is number one. I'm not going to put Virtua Racing as number one, because it's its own category. So Virtua Racing is very, very good, but it doesn't belong in these rankings because it was already 3D. Number 1 so far, Space Harrier, and then number 2, Outrun, and then at the bottom, Bonanza Brothers, because Bonanza Brothers isn't in 3D. Although that little puzzle game that was with Bonanza Brothers I did enjoy. I might play that again. I actually quite like that. What was it? Tant R. But yeah, so I'd say this is a solid number 2 out of 3 so far. Alright, cool. Peace.